They do not bother looking down to find more people, wanting to stay single rather than setting their standards low. And to cope with this loneliness, many succumb to masturbation, both guys and girls. Global sex toy purchases are increasing, especially during COVID 19, while at the same time, the number of single people who refuse to date are also rising as well. Masturbation addiction has taken a hold of this generation. Many people escape the rigorous setting of today's dating scene through masturbation, and the high amounts of pornography found inside the internet enables anyone to live out any sort of fantasy in their heads. The existence of OnlyFans stimulates this aspect of fantasy as we are able to request women who are available in public but also make themselves available on OnlyFans to commit sexual acts. Some Twitch streamers, YouTubers, and public figures have OnlyFans, which deepens that desire. On a darker note, these fantasies often find themselves in degenerate and criminal territories. Child pornography, bestiality, and even footage of rape can be found in the deep web, and it continues to increase as long as there is a market. Nothing cyber authorities can do to stop these vile acts from spreading as long as demand is strong. But, returning on the discussion of addiction, masturbation addiction directly correlates with pornographic addiction and also affects the dating scene. People are less actively looking for love, and they find love in choking the chicken. That unemotional and individualistic channeling of love and desire protects the people inside a bubble to escape the emotional and relational woes one must confront in a relationship, leading to this generation becoming even more lonelier as we immerse ourselves in escapism. And this has become a problem. While escapism is the overarching issue of Zoomers, the one I'd like to focus on is how masturbation has become a generational problem. I say this based on anecdotes as I see how much content in the internet about how to stop oneself from masturbation, or how much memes directly correlate masturbation with something as a pastime spent above average. And I think I need to give my own take regarding how to tackle this issue myself. And my take is, we cannot fight addiction. Addiction is instilled within our unconscious mind as an acculturation towards overconsumption. I believe as long as there is no shortage of supply, we will always be addicted to something. Our generation does not believe in the idea of fasting and will literally go extinct if we all decided to fast. The only way to deal with the problem is to find another source of addiction. You must be addicted to another thing in order to fight the previous addiction, which in this case is an addiction to the 5-knuckle shuffle. You can try getting addicted to gambling. Gambling is a good way to forget your previous addiction and find a new one. And with gambling, you get hooked on the idea of getting money quick. And when you lose money, you spend days and years trying to earn it back with more gambling. You can also try gacha games like Fate Grand Order and Genshin Impact, or even new Honkai Star Rail. You lose track of time trying to grind a character and their levels and don't realize you've spent an entire day and your savings trying to roll gachas. Alcohol is also a good source of addiction. Alcohol makes you forget all your problems and take you for a spin to empty your mind from all the stresses of the day. The drawback is you usually throw up more than you take in. For some, alcohol also makes you lose the strength to charge your Excalibur. So it's the perfect addiction to avoid masturbation. Training 100 sit-ups and 100 push-ups can also be good to lose the masturbation addiction and find an addiction in trying to become the strongest man alive. It helps you fight monsters and other ghastly beings by defeating them with a single punch. Building Gundam models can also be a good outlet for your masturbation problems. You can spend hours of your time focusing on building Gundams instead of trying to butter up the bread. But these are just scratching the surface of what you can do to deal with your addictions. There are plenty of ways out there to deal with this issue. All you have to do is just look. As Sage from Valorant would always say, ask for help and you shall receive.